The Democrats have nothing right now. I can't see how they're going to be able to manifest any kind of party cohesion in the next 10 years.
I don't know about the next. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to take that long. I think that you could see some kind of coalescing around a candidate if the Republicans don't deliver. Again, we talked about this a couple times. If Donald Trump, over the weekend, I guess his numbers came out and they're kind of tanking. And if that becomes the trend broadly and he can't deliver for the American people, or we go into some kind of actual economic recession, because there's a lot of people that are saying that the consequences of the tariffs haven't actually started to really filter through the economy. If those things really sour the American people on Donald Trump, I don't see any way for conservatives or Republicans to kind of wrestle that back. And I do think that there are people that could, in the Democrat Party, that could capitalize on it.
The progressives in the Democrat Party, I think, are going to capitalize on this. And I think we're going to see a lot of the so-called centrist Democrats be knocked off by some progressives challenging the so-called moderates who have been there for a couple of decades and aren't sufficiently progressive to what the base wants.
Which is the worst result. Because if you have the progressives actually start to get real traction and get more power, that's going to have real, serious negative results for the American
Unless
people.
you think AOC is just totally unelectable on a
no,
national
not at
scale.
all. I don't think
kind of just help the Republican get in would be kind of the idea. Some candidates try to set up like the more extreme candidate on the other side. Like I think this is what Ossoff's trying to do in Georgia right now with Marjorie.
I don't think that's the case at all. I think that if you actually have young people that are, because they're right now, we talk about how Gen Z's really kind of like bummed out about the way our political system works. And there's a lot of energy behind, people that say things like, Luigi Mangione actually had a good idea, or he's that's the kind of Democrat we need. That's kind of the kind of left that we need. If those people become ascendant and you get more of those people running on that kind of policy, it will only be bad for America, because those people, when they don't get very quick results in government, which our government is designed to not give quick results, you're only going to end up with people saying, well, then the government, the system doesn't work, time to burn it down, and you'll see more violence.
Right. Well, as the Gen Z at the table, it's sad that this is what we're dealing with, is that we have these politicians. They don't seem to be getting anything done. They just want to insult one another. This guy, he just wants to, have his name, be known, be heard. He's not trying to get anything done. If you actually have a problem with what Trump is doing, offer a different solution, actually do something, within your legislature. Use your actual seat for a reason. Don't just complain and be like, oh, we're going to impeach Trump again.
I think that's what the Democratic Party is right now, though. The Republican Party's got debates over solutions, debates over who should be in charge. You've got I remember during the primary cycle, the fierce, DeSantis versus Trump battle. And it was brutal. The DeSantis people who were attacking the Trump and the Trump people attacking the DeSantis people. It was merciless. On the Democrat side, they don't even know what they're fighting for unless Trump is there. So if DeSantis ended up winning, what would they have had? They were arguing when DeSantis was briefly the front runner, the news article started shifting to DeSantis is actually worse than Trump. And then as soon as Trump came back, they were like, let's forget about that guy and go back to Trump. The only thing they have is that Democrat good, Republican bad. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.